Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Tisha. Today we're going to do an empties video. I really debated just tossing all of this stuff. This is pretty much everything I've been using since the last one that I shared, which has probably been over a month, closer to 2 months. And so it's going to seem like a lot, but keep that in mind. These aren't the most popular videos, definitely not as popular as a haul, but I like to be consistent. And as I talk a lot about decluttering your collection, keeping inventory of your collection. This is a big part of why I love YouTube and sharing with you guys, is showing that it is very possible to get through some of this stuff that we keep buying. And, you know, for me, I love having a large collection, but I do get overwhelmed easily with it. So as you know, I haven't bought in a few months and I've just been really enjoying things that I've used. So I just kind of like to set that up before showing you guys. And then I also just like to say, if something I tried was like absolutely not great, tell you why to save you some money, or, you know, just share like the types of products that I can get through in about a month's time. Now keep in mind, this is going to be about double what I can get through in a month's time because it's closer to 2 months of time. So let's just jump in and get some things out of the way. So in the spring, I set myself a calendar to declutter a section of my, especially the stuff that does go bad. In fact, all of it does go bad at some point. Even our fine fragrance mist will eventually. They have alcohol in them, so of course they last the longest, but all of these things over time with no use will get bad. So I did start with my makeup, and this is really sad to me, and I just want to share it with you guys kind of like one last time. But I kept one of my grandma's lipsticks from when she passed away. I never used it. It was just, she was an Avon girl. And so I've had this in my collection for a very long time, but I like to keep tabs on it. And the last time I opened it, I saw that it was getting quite like moldy. So that needs to go. But this was just such a good memory. And I did debate cleaning out the tube, but I have kept many, many other things that are more special to her and more special to me. So I'm ready to let this go. But I was such a big fan of these. I think this is CoverGirl, isn't it? It's Almond Rose. This was like one of my favorite colors, but again, this is kind of turning color. So I am going to let it go, and, you know, I may run into it again in the future. This is a very popular color, but I can't remember if it's Maybelline or CoverGirl, and it doesn't have any on the packaging. I'm sure one of you guys will know. Oh, there it is, Maybelline. It was a Maybelline lipstick, but I wore this so much. I've gone through like a couple of tubes, full tubes, where you're like scraping inside with a brush to put it on. That's how much, but like once you get so many, it just gets shoved in the back. So I'm going to let both of those go. Declutter wise, oh, and here's another one, Touch of Spice. Such a pretty color, and it just starting to turn color. So we're going to let those go, but I don't doubt that I would probably purchase these again in the future. Another little lipstick sample I got from Sephora from Wander Beauty. Just again, some really strange coloring. So the first sign of a lipstick going bad is it gets kind of like a Play-Doh smell. So it's not necessarily like a chemical smell. I feel like foundations give you a very strong chemical smell when they're going bad. But with lipsticks, you get this almost Play-Doh scent to it. And then I always like to look around like where my lips have actually touched, because of course, if you put it on, apply it to your lips, there's going to be a transfer of things. So it can grow a little bit of stuff. So I just take a really good look of something that I haven't used in a while. And so these aren't necessarily used down to the complete, but they are it's time to go. Another thing I used to love was the Smashbox Primerizer. This was a primer and a moisturizer in one, which I really loved because I like to cut my steps. I used a lot of these. This was just a little travel I found in a bag. And again, I don't travel, so that's why it was in there. But man, I miss this stuff. I don't even know if Smashbox really makes a lot of products anymore, but this was a really good primer, and I'm sad that I didn't use it completely. I was able to use up this cotton candy chapstick all the way. It was blue, but it did not turn your lips blue. It smelled delicious, but I don't think these are the most moisturizing thing on earth, but I do still use one from time to time. Usually when like a particular flavor kind of comes out. Another thing that does get bad quickly, I mean, I probably had this for over a year or two, is foundation. So I always smell them and kind of just check out the consistency. And this one I have used quite a bit, but it's not full. I just been shaking it up, but the scent is like, I wouldn't put this anywhere near my face. So like I said, if you have some time, I think it's not a bad idea to go through your collections of things that you're not sure. I would rather waste money than have an eye infection. I would rather waste money than have a extreme chemical reaction to something like a foundation or get like some type of mold around my mouth. No. So like I said, these are gone. I do go through mascara a bit more than most other makeup products. This one didn't do much for me. It was the Tarte Sea Surfer Curl. The wand was just okay. And then it doesn't really pull a lot of product. So I kind of felt the bristles more than I felt the product, which is kind of uncomfortable because your eyelids are delicate and your lashes are too. Now, one that I would absolutely recommend to anyone that just needs something new in their life is Essence Lash Princess. Any color, I like them all. The green is my favorite. This is sculpted volume, sculpted with the wand. Now this wand would look like it would be a lot more intense, but it really wasn't. It just was fluffier, but left my eyelashes pretty curly and with lots of volume. So I go through about 2 mascaras every couple of months. The last thing, sadly, this is broken. This was a beautiful olive green eyeshadow, but when I open it, it gets everywhere. So I'm not going to do that. But I used to love single shadows, and now I'm not as into makeup as I used to be. I mean, I'd say all through my 20s into my 30s, I was a makeup girl. I kind of dreamed of doing that on YouTube, but I don't have like really skill, but like I bought a ton of single shadows. I thought every day I would sit down and pick out a couple and mix them together, and kind of really taught me how to do makeup. So I'm forever grateful for that, but since this is broken, it's gonna go. Okay, I can't spend that long on all this stuff or we'll be here forever. Couple of beauty blenders. I start a new one every like 6 months to a year. Like I know I didn't use this one very much, so I think I had it for like a year. This one I used almost daily, so it was like 6 months, but I wash them quite frequently as well. And then other things, this is a lip balm that I keep by my bedside. It's Tokyo Milk Dark, and this was in the caramel. It's really good. I used all the way around. The middle's all gone, but there's like a little bit, but this won't open anymore, but it was really, I loved this. I would probably buy it again. And then an eyebrow pencil. This is the other makeup product I would go through quite a bit. And this is the Anastasia Brow is in dark brown. I prefer the e.l.f. pencil, to be honest, but when those are on sale, I pick them up. Okay. I've been using this Sensodyne Pro Enamel Repair. It's Intense Repair. This was recommended to me by my dentist along with, I'll just show you now, the Peroxyl from Colgate. I use this like twice a week. I use this about 3 times a week. And then I just kind of use regular like teeth whitening type of stuff. This has really helped my gums. My last dental visit, I had gotten a lot better news about my gums and where my teeth are at and all the things. So, you know, if you're looking for these types of things for your gums, here you go. Love them both. Continue to repurchase. I kind of went through this sunscreen. I didn't use it very much in the winter, and then it expired. I just don't mess with stuff with this, but I would say it's really low. It's probably down here. This is Dr. Brandt Liquid Sun Shield. It's mineral. I do prefer mineral over the chemical sunscreen. Like if we're going to be like out and about and I'm just spraying my arms and legs, I'll just use like the copper tone, but this is for like my face, my neck, the tops of my hands, and I don't burn very often, and I don't have a ton of freckles or dark spots. So I really like this. It has UVA and UVB. I think you can get this at Sephora, Dr. Brandt's website. I'm not sure about Ulta. A lot of us more Ulta girlies, but another thing I liked about this was it was daily brightening, and I really did feel like it did good things for my skin. So this will be a repurchase. Let me just share that with you. And it lasted over a year because, again, I started this before last summer, used it all last summer, and I just decided since it expired in December not to use it this summer. I went through this lotion from Empties. It's Wild Blueberry Taffy. I liked the scent okay. Things about like, okay, so the Empties brand, I like a bunch of their scents, but it always has this like dirty, earthy scent behind, like blueberry taffy with like dirty earth, like you dropped it on the ground and you decided to eat it still. Or the banana one. So that's something that I don't hear other people say. So it could just be my nose. Again, we all have a different way of interpreting scents. But for that reason, and besides that it is not a moisturizing lotion at all, I bought it for the scent. And I just kept getting that like cut grass with my wild blueberry taffy moment. I'm not going to probably buy any more Empties. But what do you guys think about Empties? Maybe it's a brand I used to love and I don't really love anymore. Then I did finish one of these. And these I've decided they're not for me. They're kind of like a solid scrub that you have to kind of scoop in. And then you just kind of almost get like a piece of soap to scrub around your body. And I got a lot of body, so it's just kind of annoying to me. But the scent was amazing. It was birthday cake. And I do feel like the skin felt good after, but I just feel like for the purpose of use, I just prefer a Tree Hut scrub or a Bath & Body Works scrub. But I was proud of myself for finishing another one all the way up, or as much as I could get out. I liked this Ulta Beauty Watermelon Sleeping Mask. I would apply it a couple of times a week after a shower before I was going to do the rest of my skincare. It smelled really good. Didn't seem to break me out or anything. It was quite small, but I know that it was affordable. So I did finally use that up. I like that one, and there's like a marshmallow one. This was my in the shower cleanser for my face. I usually do a step in the shower and then a step out. And it's the Oat Cleansing Balm. I really do enjoy everything I try from the Inky list. You know, it's super affordable. It kind of gives you like skincare steps where you should insert it. So I think this is great for if you have a teen in your life that needs some skincare. It's so affordable and it just can kind of help them build a routine. But I liked this because the oat really felt calming to the skin. I do feel like sometimes I have more sensitive skin than other times. I don't feel like it's always that way. But when I was using this, I was having some kind of reactions. I mean, my chin breaks out a lot. And so I really liked using this because I could use it as much as I wanted without worrying about like side effects. Another thing that I'm actually missing, I need to get is like a leave-in conditioner spray. Right now all I have are ones in tubs and tubes and it just leaves my hands so gross. I do enjoy this because I can spritz it on and then I can just like pull my fingers through and whatever is in here to make it spritz kind of keeps me from getting like too sticky. This is the Shea Moisture brand and this is the Coconut Oil Daily Hydration Leave-In Treatment. This probably is the one I would recommend the most. I think I picked this up at Target. So Target carries this line. Ulta does carry this line. There's plenty of places you can find it. Both Aaron and Aiden contributed this time. So Aiden used up a kid's anti-cavity mouthwash. He also got a good note from the dentist. And then Aaron still uses this, which I love. I will use from time to time because it just makes my mouth feel the cleanest. But I was told that I was being kind of aggressive with my gum, so I've kind of cut back on products like this. But he still uses this every day. So we got both of those out. I do always tell you guys that I am not a hair person that you would come to for advice. I mean, no. But I use this and my hair's fine. I don't get a ton of breakage up here. My ends look okay and I haven't had a haircut in a long time. I'm going to definitely do that this summer, cut some of this off. But this is one of the brands I'll use. I typically go high-end drugstore. And I don't know, like again, I'm not giving advice. But I love the scent of this. It's the Garnier Fructis Grow Strong. It smells like apples. And so this is one that I'll use from the drugstore quite often. It's a shampoo and conditioner. We're almost down to just the Bath & Body Works now. So I use an Olay. This is my favorite. Watermelon and agave. This was so sweet. I'm definitely repurchasing. And it was really nice on the skin too. It definitely left it feeling moisturized, which I can hit or miss with the body washes I choose because I usually choose them for scent. Who's with me? But this was awesome. I just recommend this line. Go and kind of smell them at Walmart and see which scent hits you. But this is sweet for the agave, so it's not like a salty watermelon. It definitely smells like watermelon candy. So repurchasing for sure. Okay, let's go into Bath & Body Works now. I may have a product here or there, but that's okay. So I was able to use up 3 Bath & Body Works body washes. So Midsummer Dream, I will not read you notes. Blueberry sugar pancakes and a raspberry jam donut. Again, this was 2 months of Empties, but I can go through one of these in about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how much I'm squirting out on my loofah, making like a big old bubble mess. But I love the scent of these the most, but I do enjoy the moisturizing body washes as well. But these really do seem to pack more punch in terms of scent. So 3 of the body washes. Sorry for the noise. And then I was able to use up 4 lotions. One was a pink berry glitz. This was pink prosecco and black raspberry. Smelled amazing. Just doesn't moisturize for me. This one probably moisturized the most. It's so funny that I saved it for last. And because I'm on a journey to just use up more products, I'm not cutting. But again, if you cut, there's probably some lotion here for at least another day's worth of use. So I am aware of that. I'm just not doing that until I don't have 3 drawers of lotion basically looking at me. This is one that I actually really did like. Like, this wouldn't have been the one that would have been like, I'm not buying anymore. But because Bath & Body Works has its chokehold on me, I'm just going to stick to those lotions. They just fit me best, and I don't need to have collections on collections of all the different brands, because that's not what kind of channel this really is. But this smelled really good. I used up a sweater weather with some fresh scents. This has apple, but also that like autumn freshness. It really worked good. It was nice. I used up my girl Champagne Toast. This I love so much. I can use this with Reckless Abandon. Like I said, it's just fruity and bubbly. And then I also, with some fresh scents, I used up a Lily and Green Tea. This was nice. This was lovely. They can bring this back. I think they kind of gave it back to us in the Pink Lily and Bamboo. It just is a little bit more floral. But I really enjoyed this, and I could actually put this on and then even add like a vanilla or like something like kind of like a coconut, nothing too fruity, and it worked really well. So I used up 4 body creams. I was able to use up this relaxation. I actually didn't mean to use this up, like I have to, but I like to put this oil on after like shaving my legs or something like that. And so this was a really great scent. This was lavender and mint tea. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I just had that in the shower. I used up 1 little pocket back at school. This was Pink Peach Blossom. I've really been working on my spray pocket back, so I don't have as many of these in here. And my son tosses all of his. Like, he just can't remember that I want to keep them for these videos, so no big deal. He used a couple. Aaron used up a classic flannel. This smelled really good on him, but I feel like all scents smell good on him, so I don't know. I'm a big fan of him and the way that he smells. This was really nice, though. You know, he dresses for work every day, so he always has some kind of cologne or spritz. I used up 3 of my mists. Now, if you remember, one of my project use-ups for the year, which I haven't been very good about, but I'm definitely going to pull one in for summer that will be fun for you guys to join, was to use a mist every month. And so far, I've done just that, and in April, I used 2. So for March, I went ahead and used up a Happy Easter Tutti Frutti Candy. This was great. I was able to mix this with a ton of different things. I remember the Blackberry Prosecco lotion the most, but loved this, and I used up a whole one of these. So it is possible. It is absolutely possible. I'm not spraying down my couch or my bed. I just spray each layer of clothing. I usually wear like a tank top, and I'll spray that. Then I'll pick my shirt and I'll spray that, and I might do sprays throughout the day, but that's pretty much it. I don't just sit and spray it out into the garbage can or anything. Now, these were my April scent of the month, and these were both about 75% full. I should have marked them, but full, I wasn't really going for that. I was going for using them up for the month. So Sugar Coated was a Canadian exclusive, as well as Vanilla Rainbow Sprinkles. And I had picked these up on like Macari or Poshmark, and just loved using them. As you can see, I started pulling back the sticker when I wanted to see my progress. So as you'll see, the packaging's all messed up, but that was totally me. So I used up all 3 of those in the months of March and April, and I'm really doing well with my 2 sprays for May. So it's totally doable. Oh, I missed a couple of body washes. So I used up a Bonfire Bash. That was really nice. And then Aaron used up this Clear Horizon. So those are also empty. I used up a room spray. This is really hard to do. Like, you'll never see multiple room sprays, and I use these all the time. But I keep them like 1 in each car, 1 in each bathroom. And, you know, we don't use them every day, all day. So Champagne Toast was in my car, and I used that up, but it probably took me months and months. I used up 2 minis. Again, this is just what I put in my perfume, my purse. So I'm not carrying these full-size bottles, but I'm mixing and matching once I don't kind of smell those anymore. I used up a Winter Peach Marshmallow, as well as a Raspberry Sugar. And I don't mean to collect the minis, but we get them for free with coupons and things. So I'm just constantly trying to work those in as well. This was an empty from school. I had this going for months and months. It was Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. A lot of my kids will just use the one on the wall, but every once in a while, if they want something like this, or I don't even have one of the sprays, but the spray, I'll let them use it just because, like, I feel like scent is sensory, and I always check ahead of time so I know that there's no allergies or anything. So if they want to use the Purell one on the wall, that's fine, or they can use some of mine. But as you can see, it's pretty much gone. And then 4 hand soaps, you know, we're not home that much, so we're only washing our hands on the weekends and at night. But Toasted Vanilla Chai, we used up a Cherry Vanilla Float, iced dragon fruit tea, as well as a pumpkin apple. I think this has been in the kitchen by the sink forever, and I always have like a Dawn there. And we use that a lot when we're washing our hands after meat. So Aaron's kind of scared me. He says that these aren't good enough, but I don't believe him. I just only do that when we're cooking with meat. So this washing my hands at the sink's truly just after cleaning and everything. So it's just why I only use things like every 2 or 3 months there. But the other ones were bathroom. And then I just have my wallflowers and my wax melts. I remember this was sent to me by Brooke Spring Forward. This smelled amazing. I will say, guys, now that I've tried Scentsy again, it's been so long. Quick story, my mom used to be a Scentsy consultant, and I really haven't tried it since, but these last so long, and the scent throw is far superior to anything else I've used, and I've used a lot. Now, I do love the vendor wax. Those have a nice strong throw too, but I do not think they have the longevity of Scentsy. So yes, these are a little bit more expensive, or, you know, pricey, or whatever the word is you want to use, but when you think about the fact that I can smell this $6 bar for a week, and I can smell this for a day or two, that would be about the same price in my mind. So this scent was really great. It was called Spring Forward. I did, of course, because this is one of my favorite blends, use a Crispy Treats with the lemon pumpkin shortbread. Favorite blends ever. I mean, these are $1 or $2 at Walmart, and I'll continue to repurchase them because I love this scent so much. This is another one that Brooke had sent me, Midnight Fig. This smelled really good. This was, as soon as I smelled it, I put it in because I loved it that much. It doesn't matter this season for me. And then this was actually one of my mom's that I just used because I could see the aging, the oils are coming out of the wax. So I used it up and I really enjoyed it. And it's called Sentimental Cider. So I can still smell this one. This one's going right now. And I simply use it because I just saw the oils start to leak through the packaging. So I thought I got to either throw it away or use it. And I mean, she sold Scentsy like probably 10 years ago or more. So they are getting up there in age. But last thing, I used about 16 plugs. So I'm going to share this with you. This is a long video. If you're still here, you know I love you. So I used up a strawberry snowflakes. I'm not going to read any notes because you guys already know. I used up an iced dragon fruit tea. And again, sometimes I cannot get that last little bit of juice. I don't know if it's the plug or it's the wick. But I just say once I'm changing them all out, I'm changing them all out. And they are all at different levels, and they all start on the same day. So, you know, it is what it is. Limoncello is one of my absolute favorite to put in the kitchen. It is such a strong, delicious lemon sugary scent, and it just makes your kitchen smell like bomb.com. Toasted pineapple marshmallow. This if it was stronger, would have been so awesome too, but it just really wasn't strong. Peppermint sugar cookie, just a staple favorite. I have like 8 of them. Fa La La Latte was nice. Wasn't all of that. I feel like I'd much rather have had a Paris Cafe mixed with something, but this had like a little bit of a hint of cookie with the coffee. Another iced dragon fruit tea. I used 2 rose water and ivy because you guys know this one is strong and beautiful. I really stock up on those during a semi-annual sale, which, by the way, I'm going to be doing a semi-annual sale video very, very soon. I could look like this, to be honest. If I have time today, I'll do it. Cinnamon spice vanilla with Paris Cafe. So again, far superior. Market peach and strawberry pound cake. This just smells like a sweet, delicious peach dessert. Cotton candy champagne. That one's pretty good too. I like it. It's nice and subtle. Sorry, but it's good. Rain Kiss Petals compares to Rose Water and Ivy. This one is just a little bit more rose. Like, it's pretty strong. It's stronger. And it definitely has the rain kind of rain background. That's what I'm trying to say. Blackberry and lavender, nice. Prosecco and peaches, loved it. And another Rose Water and Ivy. So I used all of that up in March and April. So I'll probably be bringing you another video, maybe in May or June, along with some annual sale video. I'm going to do some other fun videos that I just haven't been able to do lately. Some top 10 things, some comparison things. So stay tuned, guys. I'm coming back for summer. Tell you a little bit about my first year teaching and all that stuff. So I hope you're all doing well. Let me know what you've been using and loving, and I will see you in another video very soon.